What's going on, Jerome? So your Minnesota Fighting Vikings landed a splendid 2024 NFL draft class, quarterback of the future, talisman on the edge, as well as some delightful and fantastic day 3 selections. Plus, wrong one. Plus, I feel like we are quickly becoming the absolute captains of the UDFAs. And maybe that's why Kwesi's like F them picks. Like maybe he takes the 2022 class to heart. It's like I screw the picks up anyway. Let's just get undrafted guys and have them all turn to Ivan Pace Juniors at their respective positions. So here are 10 Vikings rookie predictions. Way too soon, but that's what we do. First up, J.J. McCarthy wins the starting job. Now, this isn't going to be handed to him. And I do believe in Sam Darnold. And for all the reasons, like we said, that McCarthy could succeed with the weapons and the coaching and Darrisaw and whatnot, I mean, those apply to Sam Darnold. But McCarthy, I feel like he's just such a dog and a competitor and gritty and feisty. And I think that he will find a way through OTAs and training camp and preseason to impress enough to win the job. Now, I actually think that McCarthy's game is going to translate very well to the NFL. I think that he's going to take care of the ball, which is the number one concern among rookie quarterbacks. I think that he has enough mobility that it can patch over some deficiencies along the interior offensive line. The weapons are there. I think he can distribute the football at a high level. I think that he'll operate within the parameters of what Kevin O'Connell wants on offense. And yeah, I'm not saying he's going to be C.J. Stroud, but I think J.J. McCarthy could have a very solid season as a rookie starter. And I think that I think that he could be a contender for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now, ultimately, I feel like Williams will put up enough garbage time stats that they'll just be like, there we go. Or Jaden Daniels has a big time season, or Neighbors or Harrison Jr. go off. It's whatever. But McCarthy, I think he's got enough moxie. I think he's going to check the boxes. I think that he is going to be humble enough to work and earn the starting job, not just have it given to him, which, if the Vikings would trade up 3 first-round picks to go get a quarterback at 3, I think there would have been inherent pressure to start that kid right away, maybe to that kid's detriment. But McCarthy, I think he earns the job. I think he plays extremely well, and I think that the future is very bright under center for the Vikings. Number 2, Dallas Turner wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Now, I mean, Dallas Turner, like we said, may not even be a 3-down player to start. Like, it may be a Aldon Smith sort of situation, and maybe a Danielle Hunter type situation where he begins as a situational pass rusher. The fact that he is, lighter, could stand to put on some weight, but the fact that the long arms and the speed kills, I think that he's, as Sylvie, just don't connect the cables and switch the lights off. I think that Turner will get on the field. I think that he'll put up double-digit sacks right out of the gate, and I think he'll win Defensive Rookie of the Year walking away. Just like his former teammate Will Anderson at Houston. Again, why? I mean, the Texans had a great season last year. Why not us? I'm not saying that McCarthy is going to be Stroud. I'm not saying that Dallas Turner is going to be Will Anderson, but they're certainly going to be up there. Next up, number 3. Kyrie, the meat slicer Jackson, splits time with Shaq Griffin. So I think it's going to break down like this. I think Murph is going to start in the slot. I think that's where Flores wants him. I think that he and the Vikings have invested significant capital, both in free agency and in draft capital, to find an outside cornerback opposite of Mekhi Blackman. And I think that Kyrie Jackson and Shaq Griffin split the work at left cornerback. Now, that does mean maybe Caleb Evans and maybe Andrew Booth Jr. aren't long for this team. That's fine. But I think Jackson, who is going to be 25 to start the season, I think that he's going to surprise a lot of people, get on the field, and become a force on the outside for Brian Flores. Next up, number 4. Commander Will Rockhurd leads NFL kickers in points. So last year, the kicking point leader was a 157, Brandon Aubrey. Perhaps you've heard, did you know that he went to Notre Dame but didn't play on the football team? But I think Riker, it's not saying that, the Vikings offense is going to settle for field goals. No, the Vikings offense is going to score a lot of points. Like, I don't care that it's a rookie quarterback. I don't care about this, that, or the other thing. This offense is going to put up points, and Rockhurd is going to get his kicks in, and he's not going to miss many, and we're going to be good to go. But he'll miss the one that counts. See, I put it out there in the universe, and then it won't happen. That's how these things work. It's like saying Macbeth. Or Voldemort. Wait, I've never seen Harry Potter. So I haven't seen like a lot of really popular items. Like, I've never seen Harry Potter except for one movie. I've never seen Lord of the Rings in its entirety. I've never seen Die Hard. People get so mad, but it's okay. I understand the memes and cultural references. That's what matters at the end of the day, right? Next up, Michael Juergens is your 2025 starting center. Puts a lotion on his skin. So Juergens, who's one of the nation's best left guards last year after playing 3 years at center at Wake Forest. I think that he comes in, he impresses. I think that he potentially even competes for one of the starting guard spots this year. But I think that the estate planning is there. And I think Bradbury, his contract is very edible next season. Actually, it's very edible this year before $4 million of it became guaranteed on the third day of the new league year. But Juergens, he's got size, he's got high football IQ, he's got experience, and I think that he'll be your starting center in 2025. Next up, number 6. Levi Drake Rodriguez, LDR, senior sack, makes the roster and gets 2 sacks as a rotational defensive lineman. And I think that great story. All heart, all hustle, is going to be an easy guy to root for, and I think that he will back it up. And does he blow you away with any of the measurables? Size, speed, quickness? No, not really. But you can't measure height. Can't do that, man. Next up, number 7, Gabriel Murphy makes it 53 and also gets a little bit of run. So I think that Flores is over the moon at this edge rusher room. So Grenard, Van Ginkel, Dallas Turner, Jahad Ward, Patrick Jones second, Andre Carla second, Gabriel Murphy, Bo Richter. I think that Murphy, and also I think Richter probably makes the practice squad somewhere there, but Murphy gets in the mix, gets a handful of pressures and maybe a sack or 2, but definitely something that will develop and grow and show down the line. Number 8. So Dwight McLaughlin becomes the 5th cornerback. So teams generally carry 5 cornerbacks. So for the Vikings, it would be Murph, it would be Mekhi Blackman, it would be Kyrie Jackson, it would be Shaq Griffin, it would be Dwight McLaughlin. That means that Caleb Evans and Andrew Booth Jr. may be out of the mix. It happens, but I think McLaughlin, given his ball skills, I think that his football instincts as well are going to really lend himself to playing extremely well and efficient for the Vikings in the cornerback room, as well as he does have special teams experience as well. Next up, number 9. Speaking of special teamers, so Dallas Gant, the Pride of Toledo tackling machine, former Ohio State Buckeye as well, makes it 53. And basically becomes special teams MVP. So with the new kickoff rule, I think a player like Dallas Gant, who does have some speed, some football quickness and instincts, as well as a tackling machine, I think he's going to be extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. And also good at making tackles in open space. So I think Dallas Gant makes a 53, is a solid backup interior inside linebacker, and then also is just an MVP standout, or special team standout for Coach Hatt. Lastly, number 10. Ty James is wide receiver 4 and rising. So Ty James, the pride of Mercer, back-to-back 1,100-yard seasons, 2-time FCS All-American. Now, he's not going to blow you away with quickness, 4.57 40, but he is a solid route runner. He does like the small things well. Like he's really good in and out of his breaks, runs the full route tree, catches away from his body, and I think that Ty James is a guy that, the receiver room, like behind Jefferson and Addison and Powell is penciled in as wide receiver 3, like there isn't really much. I mean, Jalen Naylor, if he can stay healthy, sure. Trishan Jackson showed some flashes. Lucky Jackson could get in there too, but I think Ty James could come in and really make a splash and move forward from there. But that's it. That's at 10 Vikings rookie predictions. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.